Are you ready to conquer the north once more? All hands on deck, walk the plank, feed the fish and shiver me timbers. Now I really don't want to continue with this pirate speak, so let's just start with the build details. Keep in mind that all I am allowing myself to use is the set gear, nothing else. That also means no weapon and no shield. What we do get from our equipment is some decent resistances against fire, cold, lightning, pierce and poison, full resistance against skill disruption, sleep and stun, around 1000 health, and the skill Buccaneer's War Cry. The War Cry has a chance to activate upon taking melee damage and will deal 240 life leech to every enemy in a 12-meter radius. The choice of the mastery combination was an easy one. The most fitting class for the pirate outfit is, judging by the name alone, the Corsair. So we choose the combination of rogue and defense. That leaves us with one big question to answer. What the hell do I even do with the defense mastery? Now hear me out. My big plan is to put a single point into the thermometer to then be able to skip every skill and ability in the defense mastery completely. Our real power lies in the rogue mastery. If you have seen some of my glitchless legendary runs, you will know that I am a huge fan of the bolt traps. These will be our main damage source. I maxed the ability with all the modifiers, which will let us deploy the traps faster and will let them shoot extra bolts. They are great for crowd control or bosses with big hitboxes. I will get some support from the poison gas bombs, mainly because I don't have much else to put any points into, because most of the skills in the rogue and defense mastery require a weapon or a shield. But to be fair, the poison gas bombs are not too shabby. I maxed the base skill and the mayhem modifier and put 10 more points into the shrapnel modifier. To complement the skill, I put 1 point into envenom weapon to unlock access to toxin distillation. The last skill I've picked up is the flash powder, which will act as an emergency button to give us some defensive capabilities. Taking Mandrake is an alternative, but I prefer the flash powder. The plan of this build is also very simple. Place traps, throw poison bombs, and if your health goes down too far, use the flash powder. We are a 3-trick pony. We lack the movement speed of the center build, but we do have some reliable damage and relatively good defensive values. After this intro, we are already in Scandia. We are now entering the arena of the Golden Boar, and the plan stays the same. Unfortunately, the Golden Boar does take out our traps quite quickly, but we can rebuild them, place them, and then try to lure the boar onto the traps. The boar has a big hitbox, so it does go down easily. After killing the Golden Boar, we enter the cave of the Ictian Fjord Lord, where we'll have to retrieve the Ictian relic. Once again, the bolt traps help a lot, especially with the minions, and then the poison gas bombs do the rest, and we can take the relic. We then enter the arena of Austri and Nar. They are currently riding their big monster thingy. Huge hitbox, so it does go down easily to the bolt traps. You can see it, well, right there. And then Austri and Nar jump down. Bolt traps still do a lot of damage, and poison gas bombs are thrown. And then it doesn't take too long to kill them. The big shroom has a big hitbox as well, so once again we place a trap and try to lure him exactly onto the right spot. Right here we can see it. He leaves the area, so we've got to place him again, and right there he's on the trap again, and he goes down very quickly. Then we've got to free Ilva, and once again the traps do a lot of the work here. We do use the flash powder. As I said, it's a great defensive tool, and after that the traps will do the rest. In the fight against the 4 gods, Ilva rushes forward, takes the aggro, so we can poison out the room, place some traps again, and then the first one goes down, and the second one, so only Freya and Balder are left. Freya goes down easily. Now Balder can be a bit tricky, because he likes to run away, but we corner him, so he's got no chance. Then we enter Mimir's maze. Now this fight is interesting. Not because it's difficult, but you can see in the background right there that one of the memers is thrown down. Now that wouldn't be an issue if it wasn't for him beaming us down. So now we are caught on the floor below, which creates a little bit of an issue because we can't get back easily. So we've got to reset the character. The big beast that is Nidhugger is waiting now for us. We take a lot of damage in the beginning, but once again, big beast, big hitbox. We've got to kite him onto the traps, or at least try to do it. Now he kills the first few of the traps, but we can dodge quite easily, and the traps do deal a lot of damage. So after a little bit of a damage sponging on his side, he does finally go down. The fire shrine is now waiting for us. The only issue that can come up here is the fire AoE killing our traps. But other than that, we can place the traps, we can throw bombs, we can run around a bit. We've got a good amount of fire resistance, so this fight is not an issue at all. It does take a little while for the fire lady to go down, but in the end, after throwing a couple of traps, we can pick up the fire relic. Then it's time to fight Ylva Loki again. We prepare a trap, go back into the arena, and then luckily Ylva does us a great favor. She stands right on the trap. She does attack one and kill one, but still we've got 3 traps to spare, and the transformation begins. Now we've got to fight Loki. Loki has a high damage output, but we do manage to dodge quite well, and the traps shoot their bolts. And as long as Loki does not hide behind one of those fiery pits, the fight is quite easy. So now on to the last fight against Soto, the incarnation of fire. Soto also has a nice big hitbox. So again, we place the traps, we try to kite him on them, and once he is standing on the traps, he takes lots of damage. And the best thing about this is we can prepare the traps now in the areas where he will appear. So once again, after just a couple of seconds, the second phase is done. Onto the third, prepare 1 trap, and a second one, and some poison gas, and we can already move over to the third location. So we prepare 1, and 2, and some bombs, and a third trap for good measure, and just a few seconds later, Soto is dead. And that is how you finish Titan Quest Act 5 as a Buccaneer. Hope you enjoyed.
I suppose the time has come.